Hello, my name is Gaurav, and in this video we will see that what are the possibilities that can be done via Selenium, and there are some things which you cannot do via Selenium, because I see in many forums there are questions like, can we do MFA with Selenium, right? Can we do file operations with Selenium or things like that. So in this video I'll talk about what can be done with Selenium and what cannot be done. So let's begin. So what is Selenium? Selenium is an open source tool or library, you can call it, right? And that is for web automation, right? And what it says is it automates the browser, right? It does not talk about database or API or any other things, right? Even if I go on the official site of Selenium, right? So if you see that official site, what they say is Selenium automates browser. That's it, right? They're not talking about anything else. So it's important to clarify the misconceptions that are there around Selenium about what it can do and what it cannot do, right? So we have to set the realistic expectations. I have created a grouping which I'll show you. So these are the things, some of which I already showed you, that we opened a browser, we navigated, right? We clicked buttons and links, we fill out a form where we click on submit button. There was a drop down, we tried and minimize and maximize browser, right? This one I did not show you, but you can switch between tabs as well using Selenium, right? And other things which you can do is you can handle alerts, you can take your mouse to some and check it out what is the text coming, right? You can drag and drop, you can execute some of the JavaScripts like taking screenshots. We can apply different types of weights that are provided. We can even have some kinds of assertions, right? So that can also be done, right? Like is displayed, is visible, all those things are assertions are available via Selenium. So this point should not come here, right? Let me delete it, because Selenium does not directly provide parallel testing. It provides with the help of some third parties, right? Like TestNG, right? So these are the things that Selenium can do. Now we can see the things which Selenium cannot do, right? So those are important to understand. So these are the things that Selenium cannot do. You should watch this video to check it out, right? The one which I cut in the previous section, parallel execution. So if you are using C#, you have to use framework like NUnit, SpecFlow, or if you're using Java, then Maven, Surefire. These provide you the ability by which you can do parallel execution, right? Similarly, reading an email, right? So you can read email via some third-party libraries, right? For example, we have Java Mail. In C#, we have system.net.mail, by which you can read, but then you can use that text that you retrieve and put it somewhere in Selenium, right? So text enter can be done by Selenium, but not reading emails, right? Similarly, there is test data generation, right? We have various libraries like Faker, Java Faker, Bogus. So you can use all these things in along with Selenium, but Selenium does not help you in doing this, right? For example, visual validation for browser stack has a tool called Percy, right? Lambda test also has some tool by which you can do visual validation. Basically, you can compare two images that before and after how they were looking. This cannot be done via Selenium. Even Playwright has this feature of visual validation in many of these, right? But Selenium does not has it, right? Similarly, test data management. If you are storing something in these databases, if you have to retrieve, then you have to write a particular code in that language, right? Or you want to run any backend jobs. So those kind of things you cannot do. This is the most important and commonly asked, that I want to do MFA handling, right? You want to, there is a SMS coming on your phone or some notification. So as you know, Selenium can only take care of browsers, right? So it cannot handle that what the SMS that is going to your phone number or a call, right? So for those there are some third-party APIs and all. So you get the data and then you can push it in the browser, that number, right? So and even captcha also, right? Captcha cannot be handled by Selenium because it cannot read the images. So it cannot even take care of this. These are some other things like database operation. Let's say you want to read what is there in database for a particular value. So for that you have to use particular like JDBC connections and all, right, by which you can read the database, or it is a MongoDB, Cosmos DB, different kind of DB, right? For API testing, we have REST assured, Karate, and various other things, but Selenium cannot do that. Similarly, you can read a file where you have stored probably bearer token or some CSV file that you want to read, right? Various utilities that we create. So you have to use file utilities and all these libraries. Selenium will not help you in this. Similarly, let's say you have to do some string comparison or make a lowercase, uppercase, all that stuff. So all these things are libraries which are available in Python, C# and Java, right? But Selenium does not help, but all these things are needed as part of your framework, right? Similarly, logging and reporting, that also is not provided by Selenium. And the last thing I can think of is project management integration. That what does it mean is that, let's say in Azure DevOps, you want to update a test case when your script is successful, right? So for that, you can call this REST API. For that, I have created another video by which you can do this, like update a test case after running your automation script. So all these are list of stuff which you cannot do via Selenium. And before that, I showed stuff which can be done via Selenium. Let me just give a summary, right? Selenium is just to automate browser interaction. Whatever you can do inside browser can be done by Selenium. This is a list of things that can be done via Selenium, and the other list which cannot be done via Selenium, because Selenium is just automates browser and does not do all of that stuff. So this is my channel. You can subscribe and you can comment below that what are your thoughts, and if I missed something to cover that Selenium cannot do or Selenium can do. Thank you for watching.